Well, hello. There's construction outside my house, somewhere in that direction, so if you hear noises that sound construction-y, that's why. So today I thought I would just sit down, chill, talk about some recent favorites of mine. I actually did a recent favorites video, but I never posted it, so I just guess that doesn't count. There is a little bit of everything here. I'm going to be talking about like my favorite television shows, makeup, skincare, stuff like that. So let's hop into this. Are you guys straight? You definitely don't even look kind of straight. Oof. Okay, 1 second. So I'm just going to start off with makeup, and the first thing I have here is top favorite. I have two just absolute favorites. The first one is number 3, which is like a white, which is a really light highlighter, and I love it for fair skin. It's beautiful. Another one, actually I lied, there's actually 3. Another one is Can't Pin Me Down, which is this purpley one, but on the face it literally looks like there's a black light on you. It's so cool. It's kind of like the Black Moon Cosmetics Moonlighters in a way that it requires very low light to shine freaking bright, and it's really cool. But anyway, so the one I wanted to mention today though was actually the first Sparrow Cosmetics highlighter I ever had, so it's pretty near and dear to my heart, and it is Clumsy. I have hit major pan on this, but it is also a pretty soft formula, so you have to very lightly dip your hand and dip your brush into it because it is pretty powdery. But the look it gives on your skin, I'm wearing it today and also on my collarbones. I'm also on my collarbones and shoulder and chest, but I'm also wearing like a body glitter. So the sheen is this highlight, the glitter is glitter. It's just something so different and unique. I have tried Ofra highlighters, I've tried Fenty, I've tried lots, from mainstream high-end brands to high-end indie to just like plain across the board indie. I've tried lots of highlights. This is the only one, and the only one out of the Sparrow Cosmetics highlighters that goes across your skin. This literally just like smooths out across your skin, and I'm like, how does a highlighter do that? Because normally it emphasizes all kinds of texture that you didn't even know you had, but this one literally just like, oh, like it smooths across your skin and it looks beautiful. I don't wear foundation, so sometimes I find it's hard to find a highlighter that's undetectable on the skin except for the sheen, but this one does that. It really just blends into your skin so beautifully. The only thing I would have to say is that it is a really powdery formula, so it is pretty easy to hit pan on it, even though I have been using that one forever. Sparrow Cosmetics, I don't know what you did there differently in the formula from, I love your other highlights too, but I don't know what the difference is, but it's insane, and please come out with more colors with the formula just like Clumsy, because it's magic. It's actually witchcraft. So moving on to the next couple things, I have 2 more things from Sparrow Cosmetics and then we'll move on. I love them. And the first one is a glitter, and I'm pretty sure it's in Rivendell. This is from their One Ring to Rule Them All collection, inspired by Lord of the Rings. This one in particular is my favorite. Let me show you if you can, hopefully. Come on, my boy. Oh, I just poured some all over my bed. Can you see? Oh, I poured some more all over my bed. Okay, well, hopefully you got a decent look at it, but it has a couple other colors in it, but it's primarily based with an iridescent type glitter. And if you are just getting into glitter, or even like, I have lots of glitters and I use glitter all the time, and the glitter I reach for the most are iridescent based glitters. It's the glitter that basically looks clear, except it has a shift to it that shifts shifts in all kinds of different colors. And those are my favorite because you can pair them with so many different looks and it just looks beautiful. Sometimes you can get them to make it look just like you have really wet lids. That is my favorite kind of glitter, and I would say if you are just getting into glitter but you're like, crap, I don't know if I want to get a red glitter to match these types of looks or a blue glitter to match these ones, I would settle with a translucent glitter that has an intense shift, because they're you can't go wrong with them. They go with so many different looks and they're just beautiful, and I love this one. I did like a teardrop look with it, and it looked like I just had diamond tears rolling down my face, and I loved it. So anyways, there's that. And last thing from Sparrow Cosmetics is their liquid eyeshadows, and I just love these. Beautiful. I absolutely love these for just quickly patting all over the lids and just heading out the door. It makes you look so put together, and it just adds a beautiful twinkle to your eyes without having to fuss with anything really. My favorite one is probably Kiss Coral. This one is the most glittery-ish. This one has different packaging. This is the packaging they actually come in. This was just like the demo sample situation. But this one is more glittery. My camera is doing crazy things, so I don't know if you're going to be able to really see it, but my sister-in-law, I actually did her makeup for her wedding, and she wore one of these. This one's neat. It's like a dual chromie. This one's a single second. That is kind of what they're looking like. This is Kiss Coral, which is probably one of my favorites, although I really like a single second too, and Days of Phoenix, which is this like coppery color. I actually like all of them, but Kiss Coral is a little bit more glittery than the rest. Especially love them for just tapping all over the lid for an everyday situation. Actually, let me just put a little more of this highlight on, because why not? My next favorite is the Eco Tools, their holiday collection brushes. They have two different colors. They have an online version at Ulta, which this top is gold, and then they have this pink one. I love Eco Tools, so when I saw that they had a whole holiday collection, I was like, what? It actually went on 50% off sale on Ulta not long ago, so I'm not sure if it's still going on while I'm talking about this, but let me just apply some more of this highlight. It's stunning. I have never tried a highlight like this out of all the highlights I've tried, and I've tried lots. So okay, anyways, let's get scooching. The next favorite of mine is, I feel like I've talked about these so much, the Necromancy Cosmetica lipsticks. This is in the shade Martyr's Blood. It is a beautiful fall-y winter shade. This is just has been my favorite overall, but they recently just came out with a collection of reds, which I'm so excited for, and I will probably, once those come in the mail, I'm probably going to do a lip swatch video on all the shades I have. So this is Martyr's Blood. This lipstick formula is amazing. It is so comfortable, yet it lasts crazy long throughout the day for being a traditional lipstick stick. It does not smear around your face. Like, I find the Urban Decay traditional lipsticks have a tendency to smear if provoked, but these do not. They stay put. They fade beautifully, but after a long time, you get lots of wear out of these little babies. And it's an amazing traditional lipstick. It is by far my favorite traditional lipstick formula, and they have so many cool unique colors that really makes it for me. Even if a brand has a really good formula, if they don't have an awesome selection of colors where someone like me can be like, yeah, I want to wear a green lipstick today, then it's a little less special. But Necromancy Cosmetica, you are definitely special, and you definitely hold a special place in my heart. Are some lipsticks that I have also talked about a lot, and that's the Baby Bat Beauty lipsticks. This one is in the Satin Creamy formula, which is my favorite. This formula, kind of like that highlight, glides over the lips and blurs lines instead of accentuating them. It's also very, very comfortable. It doesn't last quite as long as the liquid lipstick formula, but to me it's totally worth it, it being that comfortable and it making your lips look that like refined and beautiful. I appreciate it. This is in the shade Dagger, which I have worn so much I'm surprised it's not empty yet. And then these two shades were from the limited edition Halloween collection for 2018, which is the year I'm posting this. And the one I'm wearing right now is Bloodlust, and the other one is All Hallows Eve, which is a orange with beautiful like gold glitters in there. It's like a glitter formula. Baby Bat Beauty, why you gotta go and make these limited edition? You're breaking hearts out there. You are just out to break hearts, and you broke mine. So I am affiliated with them, however, so I know people get kind of weird with people when people talk about brands they're affiliated with, but I do truly love them, and have loved them and used them since way before I became an affiliate. But my code is abducted20 and you can save 20% off. I believe they're also having a sale right now, or at least while I'm filming this. Guys, I don't know when I'm gonna get this up. I film videos and then weeks later I'm like, yeah, I should probably edit that and post that. So, okay, next up, let's just stick, actually let's go here. The NYX No Filter Powder in the shade Alabaster. It's a shade that actually matches me, which is nice. Powders, especially in the drugstore, actually everywhere, if it's not translucent, then most of the time it's gonna make my skin like look blotchy because it's too dark for me. This doesn't. The shade Alabaster is perfect. There's something about this that just doesn't look like powder. It doesn't have a super sheeny texture to it, but it is very like creamy and so soft, and it does have, it's not going to leave your skin feeling like sucked out of moisture matte. It's just going to leave it, it really goes in, and especially for me, since I don't wear foundation, I love that it just goes in and kind of evens out my skin tone. This is also witchcraft. I think the theme here is all these products are witchcraft, some type of sorcery. So I do really, really love this. I believe, at least on Ulta, you can only get the shade Alabaster online, which kind of sucks because then you can't just go in and, you know, pick up your shade. If you're a pale girl, you gotta order it online, but that's okay. I totally don't mind that for as amazing of a powder as this is, and I love it. The next little situation I have going on is kind of two products combined though. So my favorite concealer is the Tarte Creaseless Concealer in the new packaging. The new packaging is just so much more convenient, let's be real here. I like this a lot because it is very hydrating and moisturizing. It has the maracuja oil like in it, so it's not gonna look super dry and crepey like Tarte Shape Tape under your eyes. I don't know what they were thinking when they were naming this concealer, but this creases like a bitch, so you do have to set it for sure if you're using it under your eyes. And I also love the color. This color matches me pretty well. I'm very cool toned, so does pull slightly a little yellow on me, but on so many other people I know this pulls pretty pink. At least this shade does. 10B Fair Beige. I'm just horrendously cool toned and very pale, so. But it does match pretty well, and it's one of those concealers that, since it is hydrating, I can put it on my skin and not have to worry about it looking obvious that I have concealer in some spots and not others, since I don't wear foundation. When you wear foundation, putting concealer on is much more brainless, you know, like it blends into your foundation, but you really have to find a concealer that matches your skin tone and will blend into the texture of your skin when you're not wearing foundation. So I really like this for that. But since this is very full coverage, on days where I just kind of want like a little bit and a little more moisturizing and like even more moisturizing, I like to mix my Wake the Dead Coffee Scrubs Wide Awake Caffeinated Under Eye Cream, and with it I just like put some of this on the back of my hand. It's what I did today, and then I squirt. Oh, I forgot I had swatches on my hand. I'm surprised I haven't gotten these everywhere. Anyway, so I put the concealer on the back of my hand, and I put like a pump or two of this on depending on how much I'm feeling I want hydrated that day, and then I just put it under my eyes, and I love it. It shears it out, so this concealer can go from very full coverage to a lighter, you know, nice lightweight natural coverage. So love that, but I'm sure you can mix it with any eye cream. So this is also just my favorite eye cream in general. I always put this on throughout my skincare regimen, and it's prime. So now I have two skincare items. The first one is, this is a vegan and cruelty-free facial moisturizer. It's 100% natural, and it's by Farmstead Apothecary. It's their Fig and Honey face cream. I hope you can see that. I got mine on Amazon. This face cream, first off, it smells like Sweet Tarts, and Sweet Tarts are my favorite candy, so plus. Doesn't soak in so fast that you can't even feel it working on your face, but it soaks in and just like covers your face in such a way that doesn't feel sticky or heavy or gooey, and it just does it just adds the perfect amount of moisture to my skin that my skin actually needs, and I love it. It's also amazing if you want to mix in essential oils with it, like cedarwood oil is good if you have acne or you just kind of want to do an antibacterial situation on your face. Jojoba oil is nice to add extra hydration into this fella. It's a great moisturizer. It's vegan and cruelty free and 100% natural. It smells like sweet tarts. Need I go on? The next guy is by Lanolips. It's the 100% ointment multi-balm in strawberry. I also like the banana sheen one. It is more of like a, I use this on my lips, but you could also use it on dry patches, cuticles, elbows, and more. It's made with lanolin from sheep's wool, like the little oil gland situations. Cruelty free, and this is my favorite lip balm ever. No lip balm, even the Bite Beauty Agave lip mask, it doesn't compare to this. Is, like I was saying with the other products, this is sorcery. This is freaking insane. It's magic and witchcraft. So I love this. It also adds a very beautiful, like, glossy look to your lips, and it's so moisturizing. My lips have never been more moisturized than with this. And the banana sheen one also has like tiny little shimmeries in there, so it adds even more of a gloss if you're into that. But yes, I love that. Let's move on. What should we move on to? Let's move on to jewelry first. Actually, both of these. So this is a ring. Hopefully it'll focus. From, sorry about my swatches and my nasty nails, but it's 2 toadstool mushrooms twisted together to make a ring. It's Shop Dixie's collaboration with Harmony Nights, their second collaboration. I love this ring. It is beautiful. It's just like a little happy forest on my hand. Is this choker, which is a black raven skull on this like harvesty, like mustardy, muted yellowy gold. It's tied in the back, and it comes with quite a bit extra ribbon there, and I could cut it down shorter if I wanted to, but I do kind of like that extra little bow in the back of my head. It's kind of, I like it, I don't know. And he just is a happy little fella here living on my neck, and I appreciate him. He is cute. His name, actually, let's name him together. What should we name this little fella? Leave it in the comments down below. Anyways, let's get going. Let's keep going. The next one is like a bath care. It's like all bent because I'm a monster. This is the She Aromatherapy. Come on, focus, my boy. It's their Pure Organics shower gel in the Palmarosa, Bergamot, and Vanilla scent shower gel version. There's also like hand soap versions and stuff like that, but the Pure Organics shower gel version is the one I use, and I actually use this for my downstairs for feminine hygiene. And I know it's kind of controversial. Some people don't wash it all down there, some people just use water, but for me, I feel icky, and if I don't, so every time in the shower I use this, and I don't find it messes with my pH or anything, or it causes any weird issues down there, and I really love it. Occasionally you can find it at TJ Maxx. You can also find the hand soap at TJ Maxx, but I do really love this brand, and I love this soap for feminine hygiene in general because it doesn't mess with anything that it shouldn't. So yes. So recently my boyfriend actually got these for me as like a little surprise, and it was like these are like reading trackers, particularly for dyslexic people. So these little strips, he got these on Amazon, so you can find them there, but these little strips have a translucent different colored background here. So you set this over the sentence you're reading, and you just go down, you know, and it helps track. And especially for me with dyslexia, it helps me not bring unnecessary words into the sentence from like the second page. So let me kind of show you how these work. So here's your book, there's your little guy, and you just go down like as you read the sentence, and it really helps me track and stay focused, and makes it so that it doesn't take me 20 minutes to read one page. Instead, it like cuts that down into a third. The other one is this big guy, and growing up, I did use colored translucent like plastic sheets like these to read, but I never had like spots in there too. This has that, and I love that. Translucent colored plastic sheets like this at like craft stores and stuff like that, and then you get like a whole sheet of it, and then you could just cut pieces out of it to carry along in the book that you're reading with you. With dyslexia, it is said to be black and white is said to be the hardest like colors to read on, which sucks because that's how things are written most of the time. So having a colored base down there is supposed to help lots. So if you haven't tried that, go ahead and try that. And the next favorite, which I was just holding up, is this book, which my boyfriend also got me. He's the best, you guys. But it is a compilation of a bunch of short stories from H.P. Lovecraft, Tales of Horror. He used to write horror, and my boyfriend was telling me about how during his time, his stories were like horrific, and they were like, no dude, we don't want to have anything to do with that. And so it wasn't until after he died that people actually started really appreciating his writing, which is pretty sad, but that's really how lots of things go down in history. Lots of painters, lots of artists, lots of book writers, that's just lots of scientists, that's just kind of how it goes. But I love these, and I don't read, you guys. Wait, this background might tell you I don't read unless I absolutely have to for class. But recently I was like, okay, I want to have a book to just have the option of reading, but something that actually interests me, because though I'm dyslexic, I would like to read more so that it can maybe up my writing skills. I'm never gonna have organized writing, but maybe it'll help add on to my vocabulary, if that makes sense. So I was looking at H.P. Lovecraft, his short stories, because I think that getting a book with just a bunch of short stories in it is best for me, because I am the worst at getting interested and staying interested in a story. So I'll start a book and I'll just be like, yeah, whatever, and I'll get a couple chapters in. So his stories are very crazy and just beautifully written, and it makes it so that I actually want to sit down and read. The story ends before you even think about getting uninterested, and then it leaves you a little heartbroken, but at the same time it just makes you want to read more. So that's this guy. I only have 2 food-ish items, and the first one is Elite Premium Pickles, Garlic, Dill, and Onion Petites. If you like dill pickles and also pickled garlic, this is amazing. So normally I just like the kosher baby dills. I don't like big pickles at all. I like little crisp, like the crisper and the smaller the better. With the kosher baby dills, you get maybe like 10 little like prime pickles in a jar, and then the rest are like bigger and a little less crispy crunchy. But with this, they're all about the same size, and they're all that perfect small crispy size, and the flavor is amazing. I'm not 100% sure if I like the flavor more than the kosher baby dills, but the fact that these are all smaller and crispier, that is what really gets me going about this. And also that there's not enough pickled garlic in here to justify just getting this to eat pickled garlic, but there is some there, and I do like to kind of break up eating my pickles with pickled garlic, because I love both of them. So this is unopened, but I did basically eat like a whole jar of these at my parents' house. So sorry, Mom. My mom also got me this jar, so thank you, Mom. And the last food thing is this. There's no way I'm gonna pronounce what brand it is. Yerba mate, which is yerba mate in general. My boyfriend was telling me that yerba mate supposedly has the highest caffeine content, even from coffee, and I got my dad, an avid coffee drinker, from whenever he probably was born. He was drinking coffee. I don't crash like I crash with coffee. I don't feel gross at the end of the day like I feel with coffee. It just gives me, like he was talking about how it just gives him like the perfect amount of energy to get through the day, and it doesn't leave him feeling icky, which I totally agree. Tea is my favorite, and yerba mate is my favorite tea because I love lots of caffeine, like lots of caffeine. This is a nice one that I liked more towards the summer. Since it is getting colder where I live, I am transitioning definitely more to just a hot cup of yerba mate with lemon or lime juice in it. And my last favorite that I have for you guys is a television show, and it is Over the Garden Wall. There's like 10 or 13 episodes, I think, and they're all like 10 to 12 minutes long. And it's like a little animated film, and it's just, it's freaky but cute and hilarious at the same time. And it just has such an interesting story to it. It's everything I could ask in a television show, and I do not get excited about TV, television shows, movies, but this, like, the next season comes, there's only one season out, and the next season comes out next year. And I don't know what I'm gonna do in between now and then. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Leave it down below what we should name this little feller. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day. And I'll see you in my next video if you watch it.